Hello students, good morning. Today we are starting chapter 4 using Python libraries. I had shared a video yesterday, but there was some problem in playing that video. It was also in my phone also. So I am repeating that topic today also. It is the first part of chapter 4. Second chapter I will send you later. First of all, I will talk about the remaining topics of chapter 3 functions. Chapter 1 and 2 in your book Sumita Arora is of Python revision tool, and chapter 3 is of function, and chapter 4 is now we are reading using Python libraries. So now move to next slide. See, when we completed function, I had told you a snapshot in which there was written file handling was your next topic, but file handling before moving to file handling, actually it is 5th chapter in your book. I would like to teach you this topic using Python libraries, which you can see here. Create and import Python libraries. It is a very small topic and it is related with functions, so I am sharing it today. So first I will talk about the remaining topic of chapter 3 function. It is a small topic. See here, def, there are 3 functions there, and these are top level statement. It is written here top level statements here. What is top level statement? When we predicted the output of some questions of previous board papers, then I told you in detailed explanation also that we should start from the main. What is main here? Main is not written anywhere, but main means after functions, whatever lines we are executing without any indentation. See, without any indentation we write here. So we start from here. इसमें लिखा भी है Python names the segment with top level statements, no indentation as underscore main underscore. So in Python it is stored as underscore main underscore. The Python begins execution of a program from the top level statement, that is from underscore main underscore. So what is the name of these top level statements? These are called as underscore main underscore, and this main name is stored in a built-in variable called underscore name underscore. Okay, like if you are having a variable a and if you are saving the value 4 in that, so a equals to 4. SAE in the same way, underscore name underscore is a variable name and underscore main underscore is the variable value. So whenever you write, see here, this is an example, def greet print, this is a simple function. Print statement is here, second print statement here. So both these are top level statements. Upon executing above program, Python will display what it will display at the top level right now. Whatever it will be printed from this statement, and inside and underscore name underscore, it is a variable, so its value underscore main underscore will be printed. I hope you understood. Next we'll start using Python libraries. So first of all, you will know about library. What is a library? In your school library you have a lot of books. In the same way, whatever is a language, that is a Python, C or C++, it all are having some library, and library refers to a collection of modules that together cater to a specific type of needs or applications. For example, you are using math module in which there were so many math functions. Random, which you used 2-3 days back, random int function. In same way we are having in these also. These all are not in your syllabus, but this is numeric Python for numeric functions, SciPy, scientific, matplotlib for chart, graph, etc. URL for web URL using in your Python program. CMath is for complex number. And what is a module? So you understood library is a big word. Library can have so many modules, module 1, 2, 3, etc. And what is a module? A library can have multiple modules in it. The act of partitioning a program into individual components is called modularity. It is a concept. It can be reused in other program. How? I'll explain you. if you are having a module, play audio module, and it is having some functions made for mp3 player, for fm player, for dvd player, for cd player, etc. And if you want to use only fm radio player part or fm radio player function in some other module, then you can directly use that using from play audio import fm. So what does it mean? You can use any single part of function from any module. What is a module? Basically, module is just nothing but a simple .py file. What you save na, when you make a program, you write some code and you save it using your name .py or whatever. So this is a module, nothing more. Standard library modules, the Python modules that come preloaded with Python. See, we make our own modules, we make our own .py files, but the modules that come preloaded with Python are called standard library module. Example, math, random, etc. मॉड्यूल्स के अंदर क्या क्या होता है? वेरिएबल्स होते हैं, फंक्शंस, क्लासेस एंड ऑब्जेक्ट. आई एक्सप्लेन यू. क्लास मीन्स फ्रूट इज अ क्लास एंड banana, apple, pineapple, etc. are its objects. Class and object concept is not in your syllabus, no need to go in depth. Variable, variable function we have read now. So other modules, Python, variable function classes, other module, variable function classes, you can import any module from here to here. Okay, so this is for you can. It is general composition of a Python module. A Python module can have some functions or some variables imported from other modules also. Okay, this is a simple program or simple module we can say. Module means temp conversion, इसका नाम है, and temp conversion .py. It is written here, temp conversion .py. Python 5 means. So it is written here hash temp conversion .py. Then triple quote, there is something written in triple quotes. It is a doc string. There are two more doc string in this module, one each inside each function. See, here and here. So these are called doc string. Doc string is a very important concept. So your module can have doc strings, variable, function, classes, object, statements, etc. So these are doc strings. Now we come to function. This is comment. Def, these are two functions. This function name is true centigrade, this function name is true Fahrenheit, and x, these are, what is this? These are arguments or parameters. Return statement here. Constants, it can have constants. Freezing underscore c, it is the name of constant. Freezing underscore f, it is also a name of constant. So it is just basically to tell you that what can a module can have. Help and import command. After importing any module, if we write help and module name, then Python will display all doc string along with module name, file name, function name, and constant. See in next slide. See here. Import temp conversion. It is temp actually. Temp conversion, you have imported the module name temp conversion. You don't need to write temp conversion .py. No, you will simply write the module name, and then if you write help temp conversion, then it will give you name, file where it is saved, functions, 2 centigrade, 2 Fahrenheit, what is it returning, doc strings of module displays the documentation. See here, these were doc strings. See here, x converted to Fahrenheit returns is. So this is your doc string, and data means constant. There is one more function called dir. When applied to a module, give you name of all that is defined inside the module. See here, if you are using dir, it is only giving you the names here. See, it is not giving you any detailed doc string or anything, but dir give you the names of all that is defined inside the module. These functions are very important. You should make you should make a small list after your chapter or in the starting of your chapter, you should leave some space for these functions, so you can write them there later also. Importing modules in a Python program is very easy. We have already discussed that two types of importing are there: simply import and module name, which we talked in the previous slide, or second type can be from module import and object. Importing entire module, like if time is a module, then you will write import time, or if you import more than one module in a single import statement, then you can also do that. Import statement internally executes the code of module file and then makes it available to your program. So it first executes the code of module file. After importing, we can use any function or definition as per following syntax. Like if you have written import math, then if you are using any math function, then you will have to write math dot and function name. Okay, but see here you can see import temp conversion dot to centigrade. We have already saw these temp conversion program. Name of variable is stored inside a constant. Import time, if you will write time dot underscore name underscore, so it will give you time, means name of a variable. ठीक है, तो टाइम जो है मॉड्यूल है and its name is stored in a variable called underscore name underscore, the same way that it was storing the variable underscore main underscore. We can give areas also, like import temp conversion as tc. Now you will not have to write temp conversion everywhere, you can only write tc dot to centigrade. Importing select object from math import ip. Now you can only use pi. Now you can use only pi from math module. If you write print pi, then it will take you the value of pi. But if you are only writing import math, then you will have to write math dot pi. Okay, but here no need to write, इसमें लिखा भी है, if you write math dot pi, it will be wrong. From math import sqrt or power function. You can import more than one function also from a single module. If you want to import all items from module math, then you will have to write import star. Okay, structure of a Python module, actually that was the slide, second or third slide, but it has come after that. Doc string, variable, class, object, statement, function. Module xyz means it is file xyz.py. We can create our own module. You already know, whenever you write some code or program, you already save it with using .py file. Python's processing of import command. Whenever you give any import command, then how does it take that command? How does it process that command? We should learn about a concept called namespace. Namespace, it is a space that holds a bunch of names. Like if attendance register, your attendance register in school, it is having the names of you all. It is a named environment holding logical grouping of related objects. For every module, Python creates a namespace having its name similar to that of module's name. Example, if you are using module time, then its namespace will also be time. When you issue import module, import time या import whatever, it for internally क्या होता है? The code of imported module is interpreted and executed. Defined functions and variables created in the module are now available to your program from that imported module. Now you have imported all functions, variable, etc. in your current module. For imported module, a new namespace is set up with the same name as that of the module. So that was the processing of import and module name. But if you write from module import, like from math import pi etc., तो उसमें क्या होगा? First thing is same, the code of imported module is interpreted and executed. only the asked function and variable are made available to your program. Only the asked function, whatever you have written, pi, square root, sine, cos, whatever. No new namespace is created. The imported definition is just added in the current namespace. So see, this is the diagram. Import val seq, and from val seq import this whatever variable it is. So in this statement, it is creating a new namespace. Okay, totally new. It is totally new. Val seq, and it will have valid, sequence, dict, final, valid key, modules, namespace. So whatever you are having in that module will be stored in your namespace. But if you write a statement like this, only the asked function, variable, or whatever you have imported, only this will be added to the current namespace. Understood? I think it is easy now. It is not so tough. That means if your program already has a variable, with the same name as the one imported via module, then the variable in your program will hide imported member with same name, because there cannot be two variables with the same name in one namespace. Okay. Thank you. This was the first part actually, and some topics are also remaining in this chapter. It will take only 10 to 15 minutes video, so I will share you later. Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Take care.